This particular site is the home of the Allan Memorial Institute, the Royal Victoria Hospital, McGill University, and McGill Uni- sorry, the Allan Memorial Hospital was a place of a horrible time. It was a place where the MK Ultra mind control experimentation went through there with Dr. Ewan Cameron. And in that process that happened, many people were given lobotomies, were lived a life of torture, and in this experiment, in this experience of these people, they have seen and witnessed accounts that there were indigenous people there, and that at one point have seen indigenous children in there. And we're talking around a time when residential schools and many institutions have had indigenous children go through their hands, and have experienced some horrible things in their life. And it seemed like the countries, too, in particular, had deemed our children to be expendable. And they were trying to get rid of the Indian problem. So our children did not, the only value they saw in our peoples and our children was the use of experimentation. So there, we have our own witness who actually has seen these peoples there, and has the experience of that whole time happening. And that, to us, it's important that we investigate this and find these children if they are there. And there's a very, very high likelihood, and we actually already have found some remains there that needs to be further scrutinized. But also, the land that this sits on is actually uh, is Ungwehunwe territory, and that is not refuted. And even if somebody refutes it, we are who we are, and we don't need to argue with anybody that that's our original, that's our mother that they sit on. And therefore, that in all actuality, in our the peoples of this land, our heritage shows, and stories are passed on orally in our heritage, and our histories are passed on orally. And that Deganundak is actually the site of one of our former villages, where we never gave up. We used to move villages around so areas can replenish themselves, and therefore we can use them again. But that particular site is very, very important to us at the time where we needed to have communication happening between us and our other peoples in different areas. And so this place has a vast history, and in light of what is happening across Canada and the United States, of finding many of our children, this is the time that we can access information. We can access people who have the expertise in doing and successfully treating this situation. So MK Ultra is actually something that is one of the things that have happened there. And but right down the street from this area, just not too long ago, a couple of years ago, was an Iroquois village found. That's how they labeled it, an Iroquois village. Now, that's a big likelihood that 20 feet away there could be more. And so this site that they're trying to repurpose into the new Vic project is actually something that we were told that was already given its archaeological due. They've already did an archaeological assessment there, and that there's no possibility of any remains being found there. But yet, after going through all our process in stopping, getting an injunction to stop that process from the construction from starting, and going through the process of making an archaeological plan. Our first day of putting it forward, uh, um, remains were found. And so that's where we stand right now. I mean, there's more intricate details in between, but that's what's fueling this is that our responsibility as Ungwehue women, as Gopnis Dansera, to take care of these children and make sure that they are respected, um, as well as how anyone there should be respected if they're buried there and we're not given a proper send off, the proper respect of their life ending there, if there are remains there.